Today I have the privilege of interviewing personal trainer, wholeness coach, and educator MacKenzie Wolf, founder of Fab University. Hi MacKenzie. Thank
Hi,
you for
Linda.
inviting me into your home. It's lovely.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
You have personal touches everywhere. I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Thank you.
MacKenzie, it's obvious in doing research for this interview that you have taken the road less traveled. Can you tell us what some of the influences were that caused you to travel this path?
You mean they caused me to want to work with women and help them to become their most fabulous self?
Absolutely.
Well, I have been someone who's like I guess you could say an obsessive compulsive, because I'm at one end or the other of the spectrum. My journey started with physical fitness. I became obsessed with exercise and doing things that were really, in the long run, not good for my body. And then I was injured, and my mind also went somewhere that was not so good. Hung out there for a while. And you know, it just kind of all came together, that it has to be a body and mind connection, that you can't be a fanatic about things, that you can't jump on every single new, the best thing ever bandwagon that comes along, because you have to learn what works for you and treat yourself well. And I did all those things. Jumped on every bandwagon, you know, exercised too much, talked to myself not nicely, and it didn't work.
So what were some of the revelations that you came across in your search that changed the way you thought?
Well, it was after I was injured, and I studied and I got trained in neuro-linguistic work and thought pattern management, and learning the power of our unconscious mind, learning the power of the language we use with ourselves, and how that's very impactful on a deeper than conscious level.
Well, that's really interesting. So in your search for answers, it's sort of been a lifelong journey, hasn't it?
It has been lifelong, and a lot of the things that I bring to the table as a coach come from my life experiences, because I have many degrees, many certifications, and that's not what makes me unique.
I wanted to ask you about that though, because as I was looking at your qualifications, I was floored by the accumulation of certificates and credentials that you have. So could you humor me and name some of those?
Well, let's see. I have a master's degree plus 48 hours at the university level. And then I have certifications in fitness, nutrition, behavioral change, weight loss specialist, women's fitness specialist, senior fitness specialist. I mean, the list is long. Neuro-linguistic certification, thought pattern management, you know, Pilates, Reiki.
Wow.
But it all comes together, and the beginning of Fab University was the whole circular puzzle that if these pieces aren't connected, you can't become your best self. And all that knowledge really came from me getting up, falling down, getting up, falling down a whole bunch of times, doing things that really didn't work. It didn't serve me.
Wow. So you've spent a whole lot of time and energy and expense in this journey. What drives you to share that and help other women?
Well, it's not only myself growing up questioning everything that I did. Was it good enough? You know, being perfect, walking a white line, that don't get off the white line because this is how you're supposed to be. I mean, that coupled with my years in the classroom as a teacher, when you have 6th grade girls who don't like who they are already. You know, who grow into adult women who don't like who they are.
I've seen that many times, yes.
And when you look in the mirror and you can't find anything good to say about yourself. You know, and so I want every woman to know that they're already fabulous, which doesn't mean there isn't something they want to change. It just means I'm okay the way I am. And now I can really do the change that I want. If I'm not okay the way I am, then change is very, very, very difficult.
That's a message I think every woman needs to hear. There has to be many women besides me that could benefit from your expertise. How would we contact you?
Well, I have a website, fabuniversity.com. Email MacKenzie@fabuniversity.com. I'm working on a Facebook group that will be doing some live presentations and having women connect with other women. So it's not just about me as a coach. It's about, oh yeah, you know what? Somebody else has that same problem. I'm not all by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things in the works, but sure. I mean, even just send me an email.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for talking with us today and giving us a little insight into what makes MacKenzie tick.
Oh, you're very welcome. Welcome. Thank you.
Imagine Yes is Fab University's newly created Facebook group designed to be a safe, comfortable place for women to learn, share, connect, and grow together. If you've already joined us on Facebook at Imagine Yes, we are excited to have you as part of the sisterhood. If you haven't joined us yet, join us here, facebook.com/groups/imagine.yes. We look forward to having you as part of the sisterhood.